This is the only thing I got mad at you for. You should have been with us during the puppet challenge. I would have loved to perform with you guys right there. Your voice acting and my voice acting had a similar vibe. It's just so out there.
That's one way of putting it, yes.
Honest opinion, okay? Was Wayne's voice acting, like, did it seem like he was acting, or was it just the same voice?
It was just Wayne, you know? No doubt about it. Zach and Wayne, I have been looking forward to talking to you guys for, honestly, since the show aired. This is a video a long time in the making, and I wanted to save this one for last because you guys brought something truly special to the show, and you have a lot of fans out there, and I'm definitely one of them. We're going to talk about our experiences on the show, and I especially want to know your guys' thoughts because to make it to the finale together was truly awesome. I just want to learn a little bit more about your time on LEGO Masters and what it meant to be in the finale. Did you guys ever see yourselves making it to the finale? And if not, at what point did you cross that threshold? When were you like, oh my gosh, we can do this?
So the one comment that me and Wayne were getting, right, during the competition was, you guys build really fast. Right?
Yeah.
Right? Now, they're interpreting building really fast as confidence, right? But it's you're building really fast is because you're really, really anxious and nervous, and you got to put down as many bricks as quickly as possible, right? So that you could keep on like figuring out things along the way. So now, I didn't even think that me and Wade were gonna win the first challenge, right? The look on our face when we get out there, we start building these dragons, we're starting to impress everybody, and then in the end we get the golden brick.
You guys were on fire episode 1, and I knew some of the people in the room, and I thought like, yeah, you know, like these people, they're gonna do well, and I didn't know you guys. And then you turn around these freaking dragons, and it was the hands down winner. So that was really cool. And I hope, at least at that point, you know, some of your anxiety switched over to confidence.
Like, okay, we felt like we had something to prove, but we didn't really have any expectation of what we were going to do. I don't know if you saw it because, like, you know, you saw us on the show, right? I'm not exactly a builder. I'm more of a mass producer. It's like, okay, anything you make, I can repeat it and make a lot of it. So, you know, you have a lot of stuff to work with. You, of all people, know how horrified I was when we were doing that land and sea challenge because I had no confidence with that freaking crocodile. Okay, let me explain, okay? I was trying to make a tiger. I realized very early on, I can't make a tiger. So I overheard from Zack a long time ago, why don't you make a peacock? It's so easy. I tried.
I am so glad that they cut that out. Because...
Let me finish. Oh my God, this is not easy at all. And then I honestly told myself, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to make a worm. I feel like a worm right now. I'm gonna have to make a worm. But then by pure dumb luck, I was able to make that.
Hey, like I was pretty impressed. I'm gonna be frank with you. Kind of knew Zach was the builder and Wayne was the talker. That's the dynamic.
I got into building the moment we got on the show.
Episode 1, you could not have built that crocodile by yourself. There's no freaking way. But here we are, and you were able to do that, and that's really cool. And like, no, it was not the best animal in the room, but it was instantly recognizable.
It's like it's me and my big mouth.
I wasn't gonna say it, but now that you said it.
Well, Caleb, we're talking real right now. I mean, I guess it's just funny, right? Because like, you know, that's why I can happily say it's like there were a lot of challenges where you might have just gotten lucky. I mean, there was some like skill and confidence involved, but like, you know, I guess the thing for us, Zach said it best. I told him before we even filmed the first episode, it's like, you know what, Zach, I'm just gonna say it this way, no mercy. There's a high chance that we may just be blown out of the water on the first episode. Let's just unleash it and leave everything on the table, and let's just like go out with a bang. But then the joke was on us. It's like, oh wow, it turns out what we made was pretty epic, right? Basically, we have like what the artistic side and the technical side, because obviously during this show right there, I mean, for us, we personally chose to use strength because I think half the time right there, like after the shake table challenge, we learned something. It's like, okay, it's really hard to get strength and aesthetics at the same time. I mean, that's just the thing. You kind of got to choose one or the other. But I have to admit, I still remember when you, during that shake table challenge for you, your design was just pure genius.
I think that's where I started scoping out like you guys as, oh man, these guys can really, and these guys have this technical side thinking going on in their heads, right? It's like I want to say you have like
Ingenuity.
Yeah, ingenuity.
I think that was just a nice thing, right? Because I mean, as you can tell right there, it seems like the top 3 teams are all brothers, right? It kind of shows that, like, there's just something to be said about like people who are really close who can actually pick up on each other's feelings. So it really kind of gives you that, like, okay, that 1-2 punch. Everyone on this cast was really special. It's like, they left an impression on the heart. It was so crazy, right? Because this, we were there for so long, and we were only there for 6 weeks, right? But it's crazy. If you make people get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and have them hang out until 9 o'clock at night, it's like you're probably living like with a good year or a lifetime together in that moment. Because it seems so, like, I remember when we came back, everyone was saying like, oh, how have you been? You've been gone for 6 weeks. It said like, has it only been 6 weeks?
6 weeks.
I
There's a lifetime of stuff crammed into 6 weeks though. So I've got a question for you guys. The finale build. Can you give us some of the backstory, why you went the route that you did? What does that build mean to you?
Let me just tell you the emotional train ride me and Wayne had, okay? Wayne's friend passed away, right? Greg, he died. And then my friend, Mr. Mike, he died. Right after the hanging off the cliff challenge, right?
Yeah.
Mr. Mike died. Now, who's Mr. Mike to me? He's kind of like a grandpa figure for me. And it's like you're coming to this realization. It's like, oh man, what have I been doing all this time, right? I should have been hanging out, spending more time with this guy while he was still around, And then I get a phone call from my girlfriend, and she's telling me, oh, you better call Mr. Mike. You better call Mr. Mike. He says he wasn't feeling too well. And the moment I hear that, I try and call Mr. Mike, and the person who picks up the phone was his wife. And the moment that I'm trying to talk with Mr. Mike, she tells me that he passed away just that morning. And so, yeah, it just put me into, you're thinking about your life choices, the things that you overlooked, right? You wanted to think about family, you wanted to think about friends, all the things that you've built. You're thinking about the moment, like what you're building there on the spot, And me, I know that when you get emotional and you're trying to put your heart into a build, a lot of the time, it's not as good as you want it to be, right? But it felt right. It felt right. What did I really want from the build? I guess I started off really wanting motorized dragons. I really wanted motorized dragons. Like in my brain, I just latched onto the idea of motorized dragons, right? Because I like dragons.
It's the perfect bookend for your story too. You started with the dragons.
Yeah, and I started with the dragons. I wanted to finish off with dragons. It was I wanted to put motorized dragons. I wanted the each segment of like the dragon to be turning around. I was hoping that I could incorporate the lights in it too, so it'd be like the dragon was kind of like coiling around the building and twisting like this with lights, right? So you kind of get like this spiraling effect from these dragons. And then we were trying to work on a motorized base, so it was like maybe you can have
I
like
remember that. Yeah.
right? I was hoping that we could get like a compound coiling motion, right? So you have the dragons, which are really turning like this, and then the entire thing is turning around at the same time, right? And then hidden inside of it, there would be like little small stories of like our lives in there, right? Of our lives, the moment, and like the things that we can achieve, the things that we've done, right? It was just so much. It was a lot to try and achieve in 24 hours. I'm gonna say it like that.
So like, you know, for us right there, like the favorite build for us is a little bit different. For me, my personal favorite build was the whale. Like, you know, the whale and the squid right there. It's like,
that was awesome. Throughout my entire time on Lego Masters, one of the things that sticks with me the most is Wayne saying how much he missed his dog. Would it be too much to ask if we can meet your dog right here, right now?
absolutely. Okay, where is that dog?
Yeah.
You see him? This is Bruce the dog.
Hello, Bruce. I've heard so much about you.
If you haven't noticed, the main reason why I love my dog so much, it's like I can say anything I want and he'll love me regardless. You know, I buy this dog like $800 dog food, and I give him like a sirloin steak once in a while.
That's a beautiful looking dog, not gonna lie. He looks loved.
Yeah, this dog right here. So this is the funny story. I got him for free, but $8,000 later from all the medical bills, he's not free anymore. It's like, oh, see this guy right here? It's like, this is the face of like, I don't have a care in the world because I know I'm going to find someone who's going to take care of me. I said, like, wouldn't it be dream to be a dog where you have like someone who has like 5 acres to play around with right there, and he feeds me, and no matter what stupid stuff I get myself into right there, it's like this guy has the ultimate sugar daddy, and it's me, and I don't even like him.
Boiled rotten.
Say bye, Bruce. Say bye, Bruce.
Bye, Bruce. It's nice to see you. Look at those massive paws. Holy crap.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go to teach my lesson right now, but the parting words, Caleb, and to your brother Jacob too, you guys were incredible. You know, like your character and your soul really showed throughout. What no one can ever say anything else to anything but yourselves, and yourselves were incredible. My friend, okay, I've gotta go. I'll see you, okay?
Yeah, take care.
This is a really great conversation, and hopefully one day we can keep on building together.
I hope so too, because like, you know, we missed out on the puppet collab, but there's definitely something in store for us in the future. I don't know what that is. You're gonna make it move though. I'm done. I'm done with power functions powered up. That's all you, man. You can have all.
That's where the collab happens, right? You take care of one area, I'll take care of one.
Yeah.
You just